He just likes to be around us. At least I think so.
Hi guys. We're maybe 6 minutes late. It's no big deal.
Tardy.
I mean, we're like always running late.
He had to do his hair.
Yeah, I have to do my hair like, literally right now.
You look good.
Thank you. You look nice too. So we're back. Night Watch 716. I'm Eric, Michelle.
Hello.
And we're here playing Slay the Princess. We'll get back to our Nintendo stuff after this, I promise. I think we only have a little bit left.
Yeah.
We only have a few games left. And then we'll have to move on to Super Nintendo and then Genesis.
Okay. I can do that.
But I wanted to keep trying Slay the Princess. It was a lot of fun last time. And I think if we spend this time trying to get as many endings, and we'll be switching off back and forth. You guys at home. As you can tell over there, we still have our last ending where it shut down on its own.
Weeks have passed.
I know. Well, no, that's true too.
Yeah.
2 weeks have passed.
You're back. You returned. I see you have returned to me. Weeks mean nothing in the mall forever. I never left your side. Aww.
So, last we left here, I had chosen the complete obstinate role in doing whatever I want. No one will tell me what to do. Then I got stuck in limbo with this. The game shut itself down, and I went, oh, all right, well, I guess that's a good place to stop. We picked a write-up. History, auto, Q save, Q load, quick save, quick load,
okay.
Preferences.
Quick load.
Let's do preferences really quick just to turn the music a little bit down.
Okay.
Preferences?
Preferences? Yeah.
On there. Okay, music volume. There you go, and sound volume. There you go. We muted the voice volume. Yeah, all the way down.
Yeah, but just a little voice volume.
You're going to be reading it. We're going to be reading it.
Yeah. But I like his voice. It's so funny to me.
Return.
Okay.
All right. We should explore. I was sent to slay the princess and stop her from destroying the world. If I can help you, is that what you're going to do? Okay, make me forget. The first one.
The first one? Okay. You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
The middle part, kind of like flesh, kind of opened up.
Oh, it did?
This right here?
Oh. I thought it was there. Okay.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated?
Okay. Oh, I have no choice?
Make me forget. Make me forget. You want to forget.
Dumb. So we're just going to reboot this.
Yes. She asked that I tell you to remember her. Yes, we are going to remember you. We won't.
Hello, Mr. Steve.
Party people, don't kill her. Everything goes dark and you die.
Thank you. I'll make you forget. Oh, well.
It goes.
I guess I won't remember if I'm dead.
Right.
Okay.
Very good.
Oh.
Chapter 1.
Bring a stranger to her.
Oh, yay. Thank you for
the real Slay the Princess starts
You're
here.
on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I still like how this moves according with your mouse.
Me too. Very in-depth. You are here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Debatable. Then the world, what are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? I thought that was the actual narrator. I know Michelle did a very good job.
Thank you.
She heard this way too many times. She played this in the beta so often.
Oh, it was so much fun.
You know what? Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people. But surely you are not one of those, right?
What options you giving me here? Do I get some sort of reward for this?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
What's the reward? What do you want?
Your reward is that you get to live.
Right? At the end of the world, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most dramatically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Okay. Let's go with...
Getting some good use out of my voice acting skills.
Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her. And if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face.
Then I guess we'll have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it will be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You find the princess within.
I got no other choices but to proceed to the cabin, huh?
Nope, that's it. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty. The floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
If I want to do it wrong, this time I'll take the blade.
Good. You take the blade from the table. It'll be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Sure. I guess I have to enter the basement. Alright.
I like how you are holding the blade now. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an impressive place. The air feels heavy and damp. A hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
For what it's worth, thank you, Mr. Steve, for letting us know that the audio works. Otherwise, Michelle would have been wasting a lot of her performance.
I know. Her voice carries up the stairs. Who's there?
All right.
She sounds dangerous.
It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let her fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Aren't you manipulating me, Thal?
Right? He's the real manipulator.
Hi. Just checking in on you. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. Continue down the stairs.
You were going to talk to her. Do you want to talk to her?
Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come on down and let me take a look at you? Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
She didn't. She would have seen me walking down anyways, or heard the footsteps. What element of surprise?
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There is a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
What happened to this chain? Why is it only one?
She broke it off. She ate it off.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
Shut up, boner.
Kitty cat. You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
What? No, why would you even think that? Yeah,
Kitty!
I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. I'm just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it and then we can chat.
We're chatting right now. She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat.
Don't you dare.
Well, now that you said it, I guess I am.
Oh no.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Don't you dare. The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
All right.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Sure. Let's see here.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
We'll be fine.
Famous last words. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Sigh. Just make sure you don't forget the blade on the floor. You're going to need it. So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward. A relationship? Are you coming on to me? I want to get chatting. Maybe because you're supposed to end the world.
He's
There are
mine.
people out there who think you're going to end the world. Think about that. What's your name? How long have you been down here? Do you know I'm here to kill you? Okay, we talked enough.
Okay.
Sure.
She's coming on to you. She needs to die.
Let's start with what's your name?
She hesitates before answering. You can address me as your Royal Highness or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Are you just a conceptual abstract creature?
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
I'm here because you're supposed to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
I just did.
No, officer, we haven't been drinking yet. Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how do I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Just because she is. Just do what we tell you to do. What are you gonna do if I let you out of here? I've been told enough. I was hoping you'd tell me. No, but I'm sure they have their reasons. No, if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I'm inclined to trust them. Okay. I was hoping you'd tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot of for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I mean, you do, but okay. I believe her.
Oh no. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it. At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
Is it?
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
Neither did you.
Well, that doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounded right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
I told you that from the beginning. She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation. And there's a reason you've listened. In my head, the voice of the hero
is thinking with the wrong head.
Yeah, that's your penis. That's your boner talking this entire time. Okay.
So I could tell you that I led a quiet life I'd lead a quiet life, or
in the woods.
In the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear.
What are you going to do? As long as, murder me is not on that list or harm me in any way.
I'll even tell you that I'm going to have your babies.
That's not good.
But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
Just convince me.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything. Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust.
Can we really know anyone? Right. Mr. Steve.
You are
it doesn't
absolutely
have to be about blind trust.
So, do you trust me? The prisoner?
The
victim? The princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whomever put me here? She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and subjugating monarch, no less.
What's your problem with monarchs?
Right? He's like an anarchist.
A relationship break coming out to me. I want to get out of here. How long have you been down here? Okay, we talked enough. She won't remember if I ask her that.
Are you coming on to me?
How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
But if I could...
I'm guessing you don't have the key. Then I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here.
Why would there be one?
And if there isn't, defeatist. Well, we can always put that knife to good use.
How? Pick the lock?
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade.
She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right?
No.
I'm free.
Replace
Well, now you're going to bleed out.
Yeah. She is. I'm sure of it.
Just because you think that's the worst idea. A relationship break coming on to me. How long have you been down here? Okay, we talked enough. For the sake of... How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Not a complete answer. Okay.
What about the relationship? A relationship?
Every time...
Are you coming on to me? Is she coming on to you?
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time?
We talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
No. I was going to say, fine, if I'm going to cut off your hand, sure.
You know why you're here.
Is this 120? Right? I'm stuck. Cut off. How did he not bleed to death? I haven't seen the movie, but I don't know how he didn't bleed in this when he cut off his hand. Just slay the princess! Woo! I'm getting you out of here. Examine the chains. I want to keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. That just stalls for time.
Yeah, you've...
Let's get you out of here!
Oh, you have got to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains, binding the princess to the wall, and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you even imagine trying to break them apart.
Thank you. Thank you for that. I feel like I have an adversarial storyteller.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
There's nothing upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Yeah, I'll turn my back on you. Here, hold my knife for me. Trust fall. Oh, look, I've been stabbed repeatedly. And if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas? Or besides me cutting you out of here? I'm going to check upstairs.
I think that's it. That's the end. Those are your two choices.
Sure. If there isn't a key, do you have any ideas besides me cutting you out of here?
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
That's weird.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance.
She looks like complete nonchalance.
Right? Well, it's better an arm than her life.
If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the clicking of a lock sliding into place.
Is someone else here? Sure, let me try the door. I just heard it lock for sure.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Sure. Hey, let me out of here.
Your shouts and pleads, are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you simply slain her like you were supposed to.
You're not my dad!
Right?
Easier for whom?
Easier for everyone. I heard the door slam. They locked you down here, too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
Say please. Ooh, I like the sound. Ching.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
I won't like it if I do. I won't like it if I don't. Save the princess or slay the princess? What's the name of the game? Save the princess! Oh!
Again, against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain.
For a moment there, I saw this and I thought, does she have a tattoo on her shoulder? What is that? A flower? Oh, wait, that's a knife.
It's a knife.
And again, look at your arms over here. I think you're like a griffin or a wyvern or something.
Right. You cut into her flesh.
Oh!
The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you are able to crack through the bone. She pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet.
She didn't so much as utter a sound.
No, she just... Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you. Her fierce gaze meeting your eye.
How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now, let's get out of here.
Thank you for saying let's and not just murdering me. Push the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. Oh, you can't? Narrator. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Hey.
Oh,
Hey.
being
Controlling
owned by
me.
controlled by the narrator.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Watch me. Slay the princess, slay the princess, slay the princess. Warn her. Warn her. Yeah. Stop that. I thought this was a little too easy.
Whoa.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive. See what it else says. Yeah, you get one resist.
Resist.
The blade. Move the blade. You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
Help me.
Help me, help you. I'll make this quick.
No. Whatever you're going to do, don't make it quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Look at my talons.
Yeah. Look at your nails.
It's like I haven't cut my nails in like a week.
A couple of years, man. Gnarly stuff.
2 days.
2 days, yeah. Your toenails. Okay, maybe I'll see you again in another life.
No. Whatever you're thinking, don't do it. I didn't kill you. Oh my God.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains changed as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck.
Hey, point to her knee.
Point to her knee?
Yeah. Where's her knee?
It's a one flowing.
Where would her knee be?
Depends on, I guess, where the wording is.
This one or this one?
Somewhere around there.
Look how long that arm is.
Yeah, it would be right where her.
Stand up and see where your hand reaches. You're lurched down.
It's right above
your thigh. Not by your knee. Her knee would be over there. It'd be under the knee almost.
Yeah, so her knees are down here underneath the lettering.
Hip-ish. Yeah.
Her arm is a little too long.
Look
how the arm is.
The hand that's closest to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too long. I think that's on purpose, though.
It could be.
The cutoff hand is by her hip, is what I would say as well.
Yeah.
Weird. This is the end, isn't it?
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark and you die. Hope it was worth it. The prisoner. Chapter 2.
You're in a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin.
And in the basement.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it'll be the end of the world. All right, what do you want? Or is it still you want
It's
to still
still
be
you.
me?
Yeah, you're on chapter 2.
Okay. Okay, now, by that, what am I doing here? Oh, you're a bastard for it now. My your tricks to the generally. Sure. Wait, what happened last time? I broke everything last time. Getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
A terrible sense of deja vu? No. You don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
You're a liar. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying. I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way.
You know I can hear you two, right? It's just going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is for the world at large? I told you about the stakes of the situation less than a minute ago.
Did you? There's more than just David, though. I'm pretty sure this whole thing really just happened. Sure.
We could go back and forth on this forever, and it won't get you any closer to doing your job.
My job?
And saving the world. So let's just agree to disagree.
I'm so annoyed with that term.
Move on.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth, and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Sure.
Let's say for a minute that this really is the second time you met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
The absolute irony. But that's one way to put it, I guess. You really don't remember what happened last time, do you? You practically forced the princess to kill us.
That doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd do, which is honestly all the more reason for you not to buy into whatever self-delusions the three of you are crafting.
In my head, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You, yourself, and the princess.
Me, myself, and I.
Yeah.
No, the skeptic and the hero.
The skeptic, the hero, and the princess.
Well,
three.
No. I'm not a princess.
But there's the three of you.
Right. The main person, the voice of the skeptic, and the voice of the hero are two additional voices to my own.
Oh, okay.
In my head, the narrator sounds a little bit like Nick now.
But this is a thought experiment.
Sure.
So, I suppose I'll continue to give you the benefit of the doubt. If I practically forced the princess to kill you, it'd probably be for a good reason.
Sure.
Did
According
you
to you.
try to free her?
Probably, yes.
Did you say something really mean to me?
Really? That's what it would take for you to control me? Bro.
Because if I really did what you said I did, you probably deserved it.
Don't make me hit you.
I'm a professional after all.
Sure, until you're not.
That's
Sure you are.
Sure you are. Anyways.
There's no S at the end. Thank you, Harley Quinn season 2.
3?
3, I don't remember what it was.
I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing
Are we still
anything?
on this? I thought we already
If
answered
you're
all this.
asking that, you asked 2 questions.
Okay, I thought we already answered both questions.
It sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time round didn't have any consequences.
I mean, of course they did. I'm here now, aren't I? Chapter dose.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everything's right back to where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here.
That's true.
Did time simply rewind itself?
I doubt it.
Or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
A different timeline or dimension, sure.
Yeah. If it's the latter, What do you think will happen after you? What do you think happened after you died?
That world ended.
They cut the branch. Do you think the people there lived happily ever after?
No.
Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
Or you ended it by trimming it so she wouldn't do anything.
Yeah.
What a conveniently ambiguous group of things for her to ruin. For all we know, the princess left the cabin and never saw another soul.
Yeah. Oh, how I wish that were the case. But the princess weren't a certain, inevitable threat to the world. The four of us wouldn't be here, and yet here we are.
See, now it's 4 because he's including the princess.
Yeah.
You're talking in circles.
No, I'm talking in facts.
Sure, let's talk about this princess.
Oh, no. Just be quick about it.
The only reason she is even able to kill me last time was because I let her. And all she did was slit my throat. How is she supposed to end the world?
She just can. Believe me. I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true and that despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's being given to you.
You haven't given us 1 ounce of proof. You do know that, right?
What proof could you possibly ask for?
Literally anything.
I'm sorry. Fine. Check your pockets.
Ooh, is this a magic trick?
I know, right?
Sure. Check your pockets.
Evidence.
Oh my god.
You put your hands in your pocket and pull out an envelope with the words, "The evidence," written across the front.
The princess will end the world if you don't stop her. This is an immutable truth. Oh my god.
Within, you find a note in your writing. It reads, "The princess will end the world if you don't stop her. This is an immutable truth."
How do I know it's my writing?
You know what? It reminds me of Memento.
That doesn't prove anything. How do we know you didn't forge our handwriting?
Right! Exactly. I agree. I wish I could tell you more, but there are some rules I have to follow for all our sakes. Please trust that these rules are in place for a reason. I'm on your side.
So there's no rule that you can't hijack my body, huh? I don't think you're
Right,
on my side.
right.
You mean you're on our side, as long as we do what you tell us to.
Exactly. Because you not doing what I tell you to do means you're putting the world at risk.
Then you do this. I think we've got everything out of him that we're going to get. Sure, that's all.
Oh, great. Now, if you don't mind, the world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Okay.
Do they even know? They don't even know.
You know what? Turn around and leave. I'm not so sure running away is the best idea. We're not the only person stuck here. What about her? Oh my god, fine.
Seriously? You're going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going? No.
Fine, you're president, okay, fine, I'll go to the president. Maybe I'll say it, maybe I won't, because we'll see.
Yep.
Nope. All that matters is I'm not going. I'm pretty okay with the world then. Okay, fine. I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to the princess. Maybe I'll stay here. Maybe I won't. I guess we'll see.
I guess we will.
Good. Going back to the cabin is the only way we can get to the bottom of things. Thank you, Skeptic. You convinced me.
Warning. Before you go any further, she
Oh,
will
just
lie,
again.
she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
This sounds like I'm being set up for a blind date. Yes. Don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, do what we're supposed to. Wink. I don't think you're supposed to say that out loud.
Did you just say wink out loud?
No, I didn't. Wink.
Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Okay, wink.
No, I didn't. Wink.
That was cute. Oh! Look at this, snazzy.
I know, right?
It's not made of wood. No, it's made of stone. Jeez.
The interior of the cabin is less cozy. Let me try that again. The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon.
Ooh.
A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and the thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison.
Well, now it looks like a prison.
The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
This whole cabin is different than last time. Very different. Yes,
Yeah.
but why? Did he change it? Or did it change all on its own? Maybe it's a different cabin entirely.
Now that's a novel thought. Maybe you haven't actually been here before. I hope this means you'll finally drop your ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. You liar. So focus up. Don't get distracted by minor details.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall? He definitely did not. Does the mirror not count as furniture of note to you? Because it should.
There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else here.
I clearly see it right there. There's definitely a mirror.
Oh no, there isn't.
I think you know what we have to do. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
This really isn't funny. Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
And now it's gone.
Oh, the same thing.
That's it.
Sure, take the blade.
You take
Cookie is out.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Good idea. Much better to be armed than go in with blind hope alone. Yeah, sure. Go in the basement. Ooh, the steps are different too.
Yeah. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase, a few sputtering torches, attempt to vaguely illuminate your path. Dancing across
Like
the glimmering
animation.
patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs. Is that a visitor I hear? Please come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Well, that's different. Does she remember us?
Does she remember us? Yeah. Does she?
Oh,
Holy
wow.
smokes!
So there's wrist, neck. Can't
There you
just
go.
cut off her hand this time, bro.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
I remember.
She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves, the chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
So much for cutting her out of here.
I know, right? You hear yourself. Do you hear yourself right now? Cutting her out of here? Never should have been on the table.
But it was. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
Right?
That was there last time too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was. I feel like I'm trying to get a hint here.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
I didn't say I was going to. I'm not sure I need to do much of anything. Do you see how locked up she is? I'm just going to leave her here, sit with her, slay the princess. Sit with her. Oh, you have your hand back.
Yeah, check that out. You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand. There is fine. I prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
You can't really stop me, but okay. That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease. Sit to where you were told to sit or sit closer? For right now.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her. Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that?
Oh, are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game.
Spoilers.
But yeah, I remember. I guess what you said back in the woods really was true.
You know it's true.
As much as I like to remain in denial, there's no use. This complicated things.
Okay. It's complicated things how exactly?
Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process, you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion.
Sounds like the making of this game.
This situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
Oh. A contingency for what?
For you failing, obviously. You being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, but I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
Now hold on. If you knew this could happen, why didn't you believe us back in the woods? Why lay out all of these hypotheticals? We didn't have to talk in circles.
I needed you to believe this was your first time here. Even that wasn't Even if that wasn't the truth, I hoped if I pushed back hard enough, I could cram this seepy mess back into the bottle. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative,
That's pathetic.
right? I never said I wasn't.
I mean, okay, good counter.
But he lied!
I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems we should count ourselves lucky for that.
Exactly. He gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck by messing it up again, all right?
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
I won't.
Fine, but you won't get another word from me on the matter.
Yeah, sure. We'll see about that. Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. What is...
This
is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
What happened after I died last time?
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs and I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place, in chains again. More of them. And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows? It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how. That other chain on the wall, who's it for?
I don't know. But you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
It's one size fits all.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world. Although, it's kind of tempting.
You know what? Inspect the shackle.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Then I'll do it. And why is that?
Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle. It's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
I'm already stuck here. I'm just in a bigger, different prison. And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
I don't know. Maybe it will.
He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate. But what if he's telling the truth?
What if it's like the mirror?
He isn't.
I am.
We're having this conversation right in front of him. Sure. Inspect the shackle.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain, dangling from the far wall. The princess watches with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't know what to say, what I'm supposed to say next.
What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad?
Yes, it's bad.
Come on, say it then. You're just wasting time.
Fine. As you hoist the shackle, it heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck. Oh, now we know what this
Did
the
you,
last.
did you do
shackle.
this in the beta?
No, this is totally new. And if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement.
Excuse me?
Yes?
Are we stuck here now? Prison of the mind. Become your own jailer. Oh, there you go. Achievement unlocked.
Yes. Huh. So it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
What are we supposed to do now? Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve. That's horrible. It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information. Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch. No! But there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important. What are we supposed to do now? Bad 80s corn music starts playing. Corn music. Got it. Did you know this is going to happen to me?
No.
So we're both stuck here.
Yep.
Good conversation.
Great talk.
No one for small talk, are you?
Nope.
That's rude. Oh no, what should we do now? Dot, dot, dot.
Dot, dot, dot.
Okay, we'll wait in silence.
You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything.
This is so boring. There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing. Bow chicka bow wow.
But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes and passes, and the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It's cold and silent. If I were this game's designer, I would just sit on the screen
For half hour to a laugh and then give more options. At least the world is safe.
It isn't. You're stuck too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything.
The reason I like this a bit more with Tristy is because he's just twisting that metaphorical knife in your chest of, well, I mean, there's stuff to engage with, kind of. Or at least say time passes. More time passes.
Yeah, time passes and passes.
But
and
she's
passes.
not ending anything. She just sits there.
Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
How exactly does that work?
It just does.
But
Your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time, and after that, even more time passes again. It's just...
And let me guess, the cabin remains the same. If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work. Am I stuck here now?
Time passes. I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first. A bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there, but then they get larger and larger.
Hey, have you noticed the basement changing?
I don't like small talk, remember?
I waited for years, and like I figure since it's been 3 decades, I should try again. Still rude. You don't wait in silence. This is very similar, Mr. Steve. I can't even move the screen now. Can I click on anything?
Oh, look!
That
See the
doesn't
erosion?
make sense.
Look
Has
at
our
the
entire
erosion of the fall wall.
concept of time changed? What
Oh.
happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode. She hasn't starved. I guess she hasn't. Can I click on anything?
Look at that!
Yeah, I like the transition. Wow.
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass and pass and pass. Until suddenly, there are no walls. And then,
And I think he's gone.
would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad happened to either of us. How about that? So, this is the outside world. It's cold.
Oh, this again. Wait, am I just stuck here?
But you do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? It's okay. We've been here before. You're scared. It'll be fine. Just trust me. But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. You're right. Part of me wants the truth. But something stranger is holding me back. Fear.
That's the end.
I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay. Okay. If you say so, we'll trust you. Feels good. Too good to be true. Approach the mirror.
You approach the mirror.
Gaze into your reflection.
Ooh. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it.
Oh, the bloat. You've grown.
Oh, you've grown.
I didn't eat anything.
You find yourself in the long quiet once again.
Proceed to the cabin. Oh, this again.
You're at the cabin.
Approach her. Oh, you got chains on you now.
Yeah. Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of virtual vitality in movement. I am more than I was before.
Sure, you have a little crown and you have some chains.
Yeah.
This again.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Sure. What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant?
Depends on the child.
I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and craves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Oh, I'm a vessel for you. What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
Sure. When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can't I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now. I am inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
I see. So once you beat it a certain way, I don't think it lets you do that one again.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't think so, but we'll see. Sure. So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
My preferences is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It's you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory. What do you want to do? I don't know.
What do you feel like eating? Where do you want to eat? Do you want to eat indoors or outdoors?
How would you feel if this happened? I don't know.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I'm to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time. I am sorry for the burdens I have placed on you.
All right. I wonder if I should just attack her. I don't have anything to attack with. I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die.
Make me forget.
Bring the prisoner to her.
Ooh.
The hero and the princess. You're on a path in the woods.
You're on a path
and
in
at
the
the
woods.
end of that path is a
And
cabin.
at the end of that path is a cabin.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it'll be the end of the world. What do you want?
Oh. Let's see. Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. I have a feeling that I'll be dreaming about this. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on a table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Enter the basement.
Oh, don't take the blade?
No, I'm not going to take the blade this time. Let's see what happens.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries softly up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. Oh, it's hypnotizing.
Yeah.
It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
I think I'm going to say, I'm here to save you. The truth.
How many times do I have to tell you about how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I was stuck down here forever.
When she's pink like that, could you give her like a valley accent?
Like, come on downstairs. No, like totally. Okay. I want to see your face for my rescuer.
Just read it how you read it. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding it to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I'm begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Just the Care Bear stare.
It's the Care Bear stare.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains, binding the princess to the wall, and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I guess you don't have the key?
Maybe it's up somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chain somewhere in the cabin.
if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas? Maybe there's some way to break the chains.
Let's bite into them.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Okay. Well, we'll return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Yeah, then I could have cut it out.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I hear the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Oh my god! She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Ugh.
Why hasn't she done that before?
Coyote ugly.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it's made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess!
Ugh, fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground and the heavy chain follows suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically on the floor. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now, let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No. I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing? Warn her? Well, let's see. The last time she didn't turn around the last time until you warned her. Warn her.
Stop that.
Something came over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
Ooh, that changed.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist, sure. Let's see if
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards your hand and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll
Not
try
this
to be
again.
quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It's agony, but you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again and again and again. And you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body. I'm sorry!
I'm sorry! She looks like she's smiling or laughing.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, her legs give out beneath you. Your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-splattered cheeks.
Oh.
It can't just end
She
like
so
this,
looks so
right?
sad.
Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark and you die.
The damsel. Look at that.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in that basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it'll be the end of the world. There's a kitty kitty.
There is a kitty kitty.
Chapter 2.
Let's see. Oh, you bastard! You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it. Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. So all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love. And the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works. We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Oh, let's see. Why should I? No. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning. Before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she'll do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Jeez.
We already told you we're not playing along with your little game.
We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's our lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
I do. But I also speak from the heart. My passions are great. Too great to be stifled. Stifled. And they must be expressed.
Sure, yeah. Your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
All right, so how does it look inside? Ooh.
Snazzy, big open windows too.
I know.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant. Its stone walls draped in fine threading of tapestries. A prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Oh. Okay.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Well, I guess I should probably check out the mirror like you do. So, approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe the mirror. Clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago.
And now it's gone. Pity. We could have feathered out a place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls.
Wow.
The basement almost seems welcoming in a dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, Slanger's probably doing her a favor.
How?
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there? Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than the last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
Oh.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
My love! We're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's pretty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back. Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
It's so appropriate that you're doing the narrator.
Waiting for you to come back? I didn't even want to believe your ravings back in the woods. But this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
I didn't say. That's right, villain. And you killed us.
Well, she killed us.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
And you've died before, so an entire world has been damned to oblivion. And I really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned the whole world, but everything reset. Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else, and you can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
Horrible for you, maybe. But we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is.
Now hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
We never saw the world end. And now, I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
Are you listening to him? He's lost him. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
Let's see. Roll it down again. sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for a good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride, to a surprising extent, an almost unsettling extent, actually.
That's because she's perfect.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some hard voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence. I have to ask, did you end the world after you killed me back there? I don't know. I was supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy? It isn't just like our darling princess. She wants to make us happy. My heart melts even further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
Look at those anime eyes. Feeling one way or another about the world. Honestly, I would. If you want to just play it, I hope it brought to slow people to ruin them all. Okay, no, I'm not going to say that one. No, I don't want the world to end. Then I didn't end the world. See, she didn't confess to anything. She's innocent itself. Innocence itself.
I'm not so sure.
Let's see. What happened after I died? You died? And now we're talking?
Those aren't question marks.
And you're now, and now you died, and now we're talking. There we go.
Michelle loves to work with the edits.
I didn't bring the knife. Do I have to cut you out again? I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again. We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists. And indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
If that was the case, she would have been able to do it herself. What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior, and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Okay, you killed me the last time. It hurt a lot. Why did you do that?
You want to go with that?
She'll say something sweet.
You're hoping, okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't mean... Didn't you want me to? Did we? That was your question.
Oh, did we?
We warned her out of the cruel forces seizing our body. It was practically telling her to kill us. She's our beloved. She made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone. Okay, now we can rescue the princess.
She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
She's so sweet. Rescue the princess.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon.
Not on my watch, villain.
Can you give it like a Latin lover accent? I would like to select that Michelle option. If possible. Don't kill yourself doing that, though.
Okay, let me think. Let me... A Latin lover.
Okay, now just do it how you were doing it. It's fine.
I don't know.
It's fine. It's fine. Thank you for trying. All right, go on.
Just like the Valley Girl. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Okay. You wouldn't.
Would I?
That's not a question.
Would I? I would.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
Wow, for once, look at that! Her dainty hand comes through the...
You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from the bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it, but I guess I have to.
I told you. Oh, I told you. There is no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
Enough said.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you so much.
For the record, in the first run through, Michelle played it, and she immediately murdered her. The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. If you only had a weapon, one slip of the wrist, and your pristine blade would be buried in her back, and everyone out there would be saved.
But look how happy she is.
Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side? What do we do now? What do you want to do?
Let me guess. In the world?
Spoken with rank of citizenship from someone who has never felt love in his heart. I don't actually know. No one's ever asked me what I wanted before.
That's not true. You said you wanted to be freed. She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do? I just want to leave. We can figure out the rest later. That sounds perfect.
I like the sparkles.
Yes, this is sweet.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers.
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I had my doubts, but the choice has been made, and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs, hand in hand. Ugh. Look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face, and the lock clicks.
Oh no.
That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no. Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now. She's right. She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairness of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known.
Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just here along for the ride at this point.
I think we can open it if we try together. Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Care there. Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door. Together. Blah.
Blah. And?
The lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
I told you love was insurmountable.
You and the princess make your way upstairs and... The blade! That's right! There's still a chance for you to do the right thing! Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late!
You're not doing that.
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
Yes.
You're enjoying taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer.
Yes.
I hate you.
I know. That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you're going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin. Romantic haze.
Ah,
Then you step outside.
look at that. Our happy ending at last. We did it! What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go?
Oh, he is gone. I hadn't noticed. He is gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved eyes. I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be cold?
Bow chicka bow wow. Let's warm you up.
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
We're going to look like a plucked chicken.
She doesn't care.
Oh, this again.
Oh, look at that.
Ew. Ew, ew, ew. But you didn't get the chance to make that jacket. Nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now? Same as before.
Okay.
I like that inevitably in Mr. Steve's world, it all leads to 80s porn music.
Right? Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror.
You approach the mirror.
Gaze at your reflection.
Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. You guys didn't know you were in for some ASMR this time, are you? Internet Rule 34. The decay, you withered. I don't know what makes you go one way or the other.
Me neither.
You find yourself in the long quiet once again.
Proceed to the cabin.
You are at the cabin. How has she changed?
I'm a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides in ebbing and flowing, all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look always is to reshape
look away.
them. Look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same. Can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist. And yet, my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes.
You know, Mr. Steve, I believe this would be a great example of Internet Rule 34.
What's that?
Everything eventually can become a porn.
I am everything that you have known me to be, but I'm also none of it. How can you stand to be a contradiction? I'm just gonna go down. As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that you do not fit, even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
Internet Rule 34, if it exists or can be imagined, there is a porn of it.
Oh, okay. It doesn't matter how many times I go back. At least one of us hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse? It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse. Nor does it make me care for you any less. But it does make you... Does it make you worse? Do you resent me? If anything makes me like you more, I don't know what that says about me. It says that your heart is gentle, and that even in the darkness, you are guided by compassion. Oh, what do you think of this vessel? This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart.
Well, I think you're sacrificing her.
Yeah, so you're making her a vessel each time. Do you mourn her?
Do not mourn her.
Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose. You know, at the end of this, once we're finished... Do you know what happens to the world we leave behind? My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done. You know, at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to have to kill you, right? If that remains your choice, then all is said and done. When all is said and done, then you may try. But you know that I do not wish you harm, even if you attempt to destroy me. How many more vessels do I need to bring you? Oh, that's right. We will know when we are near our destination. Have you figured out what you'll want when we finished? The desire of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires in the light of knowing you.
Shrink in the light.
Oh, shrinking light. Shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me. Oh, destroy your body?
You raise your will to end your life, but as it buries into the space your body should be, you feel nothing at all. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently touches the side of your face.
There's now here...
There's nowhere.
There's nowhere for you to be but here. Oh. I'm ready to go back. I'll be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. Loving vessel.
The hero and the princess. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it'll be the end of the world.
F it, let's just go the other way. Sweet, I've always wanted to offer monarch. Viva la revolution!
That's the spirit. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and the walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take the blade.
All right. You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Should have taken the table. It's WWF time!
Right?
That would have been cool. Her voice carries up the stairs. Who's there? She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You know what? I'll be stone cold.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand. And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
You know what? Still your nerves and step forward. I'm not gonna...
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you still your resolve. Oh, no talking then. Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Wait.
So you should. What happened?
I wanted to see if I could go back. No. That's fine.
What was... Oh. Best not to risk finding out what I can do. She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
You know what? You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. Same thing as before.
You feel... Oh. This isn't...
Isn't it?
Isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder. Do you really think this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it is over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face.
We've gone over this before, so I'm just going to skip through it. Is it over? Is it really over? I'm sure I feel like she has some trick. It's over, you can check her sleeves. Oh, there's nothing up there. Should make sure. What's the harm in checking in for pulse? I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Just something you're not telling us? I told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Huh. Ooh.
Check for a pulse. You
lean down and place your hand against her side, against the side of her neck, holding your breath as you search for a pulse, even though you know you're not going to find one.
We definitely won't if you keep talking.
I'm sorry. Do you want her to be alive? You just saved the entire world from annihilation. Why are you suddenly trying to call that into question?
I think we can alter this. Yeah.
Wait,
what was that?
You know what that was. That was the sound of a heartbeat, followed by another and another. I guess I won't be dying alone after all. Something sharp digs into your side, the shock of it sending your nerves into pained frenzy.
Quick, let's get out of here.
It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs.
Where'd you get this blade?
As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort. The little knife that was left in her eyes fade rapidly. The little life in her eyes fade rapidly. An eye for an eye, a life for a life. I guess we're even now. See you around.
Be seeing you.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? This doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you.
For whatever that's worth.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Chapter 2.
The Razor.
Ooh. You're on a path
In the woods. At the end of that path is a cabin. Blah, 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 blah. You're here to stay here. If you don't, it'll be another world. All right. But I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again?
I can assure you, you didn't slay her. That and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying. The two of us are meeting for the very first time.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. The whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just gonna pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy. But after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us.
You had to check her pulse. Calm down. I assure you, she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You will do fine, just fine.
Sure, let's go to the cabin.
Okay. A
Or
warning.
going further, she'll let you do everything in her power to stop him from saying. I'll believe a word she said. Yeah. He couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you. We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
What did we do?
The interior of the cabin is jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards. Their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Every time we approach the mirror, it goes away. And we
Yeah.
can't do anything.
Okay.
So, want to get the blade?
All right.
It feels better to have a weapon in her hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us. Let me approach the mirror for the hell of it. There's not much to see. It's the wall. Blah, blah.
Layer
Wipe it
grime.
clean. It goes away. You look ridiculous. There was a mirror there a second ago. And now it's gone. You had another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place. I entered the basement.
Whew. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if we've been torn from their source and invitingly jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood, and you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
That's right. Scraping. I told you she had something. I told you.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I'm begging you to get out of your head. She's probably taken the chains, and chains are probably not even attached to the wall. She pulled them off. Her grating voice carries up the stairs. I hope you come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There's something so wrong with that voice. Yeah, she thinks she's better than us. Like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody, quick! Get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now. We're not falling for that, are we? She's just trying to trick us. She can't hide a threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close to let her guard down.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all. What are you waiting for? You're here to rescue me, right?
Morale.
Yes.
He wants to be on his little table.
He wants to be on my lap. You want up on? Yeah. Come on. Oh.
Hello. Meow, meow, meow. Do you remember what happened last time?
Last time, if somebody came into my house and stabbed me to death and then I killed him, surely I would remember that. But I don't remember it. So it must have not happened. Last time, you were what are you talking about?
Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth. I'm terrible at spotting liars, and even I can't tell. So, something's up here. We can't be the only ones who loop back from the start. Someone else has to remember, right?
Yes, something obviously is up, and we can all tell that she is lying. But the thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is that you think you're doing. Come on. I know.
That's exactly what happened. You do remember it.
Would I just lie? Would I just lie to your face and tell you that a thing I remembered happening didn't happen just so that I could stab you again?
Literally, yes.
Yes, you do. I mean, just so I could stab you for the first time?
Aha! She slipped up there. She said again. And her taking it back doesn't count.
Do you hear how deranged you sound right now? Please, just stop dawdling. This is only going to end with violence. Postpone the inevitable is only going to make it worse for you when it actually happens.
I know you have a knife. I'll let you out of here if you drop it.
A knife? What are you talking about? I don't have a knife. Where would I keep a knife?
In your pockets.
And why would I stab you to death? I don't know you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
Okay. I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death.
It sounds like she's really out for blood. Fortunately for you, she isn't armed.
Prove it then. Prove that you don't have a knife.
It would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you, but I don't have one, so I can't. The princess smiles and pulls her hands from behind her back. But look at this. Hands! Hands that don't have anything in them to stab you with. Her smile stretches to an even wider grin as she shakes her sleeves. An empty sleeve, too! Look at how few stabbing implements I have. It's practically zero.
Practically.
Practically?
I like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now.
That's so rude of you, passing judgment on strangers you've never met just because they're different from you. How would you like it if I did that, huh? Silly little bird face thinks he's so serious coming down here, but doesn't know anything. Thinks he can tell me to get rid of all the knives I don't even have while he gets to wave one around right in front of me. I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she's going to stab us if we get close to her. She certainly feels threatening.
Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it. But you know who is armed? You. So stop second guessing yourself and do your job.
But I'm nervous.
The all more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any time getting stuck in your head. Any more times getting stuck into your head.
Screw it.
Screw it. Okay. The princess falls silent, her smile unwavering as you charge across the room.
Yeah, okay. She hasn't pulled out a knife yet. And her hands are still behind her back. I think we can do this. I think we can win. We just have to strike now, but make sure you keep your eyes on those hands. I don't trust her for a second. Okay.
I'm sorry. Okay. But your focus is broken by the horrible sound of metal slicing your meat through meat.
Through meat, not my meat. And meat. There's your penis. Well, shit. Whose meat? Not ours, right?
Hers at first, then yours. Hee hee.
How? What did she even hit us with? Right? Bobbit time.
Yeah, bobbit time. You stare down at your chest, at the long, thin blade she impaled you with.
Where did that come
Going from the wrong direction.
Whoa.
And then at the red, angry slit along the flesh of her thigh, where the blade has been nestled just a moment ago, is still lodged in her leg, emerging from her knee, hinging up out of her body like some extra metallic limb. Oh.
What? Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. As Kevin would say. Bullshit.
That didn't look right at
right?
first.
Didn't get my mind. Me too. So I looked there and I was like, what am I looking at? Why am I looking at this?
You're going to die now.
Sure. The twist of her knee and a painful squall, she does just that. Everything goes dark and you die.
Bleh. Chapter 3, the arms
I got
race.
a chapter 3 now.
I know. Look at that.
Oh, what
You're on a path in the woods.
Fuck that. If we're going to have to keep doing this over and over and over and over again, we're not starting in the goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
You're what?
Oh,
the
I feel
interior.
dizzy.
Oh, we missed what the interior of the
cabin. Oh, I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds all the cards in the hand?
Well, yeah. Nobody holds the cards. That's how it's always been. That's unfortunate how reality works.
The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight.
Oh.
Good. It's better that way. Without a fight, no one can win. And if no one win, then nothing has any meaning.
Oh, that's stubborn. Great. So obviously you've already been here. How many times?
This is our third? He's right.
No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes and the entire world is damned to destruction, right?
I killed her quite a few times. Well, twice.
That can't be right.
That can't be right. There's too much responsibility. Nah, impossible high stakes makes the fight so much better.
Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent table.
We take it. I didn't even click.
Yes, you did. Okay, sure. You take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without the weapon.
This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp. That's right. We got to be able to win eventually. We will win eventually. Hell, we might even win now.
That's the fighting spirit I like to see. You could all learn a thing or two from this one.
I'd love to get started, but just as much as you would. But how are we supposed to get down there?
You walk through the door. Do you know what the door... Well, you know what doors are, right?
But there isn't a door. It's just that mirror again.
There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it. If it's in our way, let's just break it and move on. Sure.
Approaching. Yeah. You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open.
And the mirror's gone. How surprising. It was never there. Just an illusion. Let's just get to the princess already. I didn't care about the mirror before, and I care about it even less now.
Right? Apparently.
I guess it's time for us to see her again.
Just stay focused. You'll be fine.
It's getting rather crowded in here.
I know. You got 2 more people.
Whoa!
You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They're smooth, flat, and metallic. An unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
You're dead.
Right? Your body tumbles into the basement floor, and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at the distance. She gives you a wry smile. Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
She's got another thing coming if she thinks we're going to go down easy again. Pride makes us dead. The only thing that matters is survival. Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice, and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once. Nothing bad has come of it yet.
Plenty of bad has come of it. You left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
The past isn't real. It's only here and now.
The haunted is enlightened.
Oh! What? Oh! What the hell?
Your internal bickering
I like the sound more.
is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood. The empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
Oh, she's not even pretending.
Yeah, she's not pretending.
It's Baraka time.
She's loose, and she's coming for you.
She's coming right for us.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit, she's coming for us, and I'm out of ideas. We're going to have to fight her again, and we're going to have to step up a little about it. She doesn't care if we don't let ourselves feel it. We're going to appeal to her authority. Puff her up a bit. There's no reason we can't talk out of this. We're going to unconditionally surrender. Oh, that's easy. I want to try flirting with her. She has hers for own, and we don't. We're panicking. She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. All of these ideas suck. Think of something better.
That is so funny. The last one is hilarious. But choose what you want.
We're going to go with... yes! Yes, this is the best idea anyone has ever had! Just don't feel it, and it's okay.
Yeah, don't feel it.
Yeah, sure. Why the hell not? Let's see if we can turn off the part of us that feels things. Pain is good. It's how we stay alive.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm sick of pain. Yeah, this whole thing would be a lot more tolerable if it didn't hurt so much. Do your worst. I bet you can't even hurt me. Sure.
Sure thing. I love a challenge. I bet I can hurt you so much. The princess comes close.
We dodge!
And you dodge.
And we fight back!
And you fight back. Ooh, you're fast. But let's see how fast you really are. Oh. The narrator.
You and the princess enter a quick and vicious exchange, each of you wounding the other, but neither landing a fatal blow.
Oh.
Wow. Jeez. Yes, yes, this is exactly it.
But the dance couldn't last forever. All it takes is a single clumsy moment, and she skewers you.
Yeah, I got a dagger. She's got two swords.
Gotcha!
And? Does it hurt?
No.
Oh, a new voice. Wow. Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die?
No, you're a... Where the hell are you?
I think we're dead.
Oh, broken.
That's all
That's a
we'll
new one.
ever be. Dead, 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 dead.
Holy smokes.
Mr. Steve at the end of the Mage game. When he had to save both you and Jen. If we didn't realize we were dead, then we made progress. Good job. Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead.
Great logic right there. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
3. This is now number 4. This is 4.
No wonder everything is such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1. I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that. But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances.
Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
You know what? I was kind of thinking the same thing. Wondering, how many can you get in there? How many voices? We
don't need any other voices chattering about in here. It'll just confuse us. All we need is to keep fighting. Yeah, I'll pass on that. As long as we keep moving. Why not? It's not like dying again and again is doing us any harm. Let's see how far this little mind hole goes, shall we?
On! Show me something new!
Going to appeal to her authority, puff her up a bit. Going to... Oh, that's easy. I'm going to flirt here.
Oh, yeah. That's hilarious.
No, we were banging. You know what? Let's think of something better. She's giving us the time to wait.
Oh, okay. It doesn't work. And she kills you again, and again, and again, and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
None of this is working. Think! Think!
She skewers you.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps.
Then she skewers herself.
Then you skewer yourself.
Then you skewer yourself. I thought we both understand that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh. That didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought. What's the point? It's all the same.
Sounds like you are. She skewers you. Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep going.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes. We can't give up. Okay, let's go again.
Compliment her on those gleaming blades. They're nothing better than a capable woman. There's nothing better than a capable woman. She skewers you. You're cute.
See? We're getting better. Okay, yeah. That was a good one. Just panic! Flee!
She skewers you. No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
We're getting close to something. Can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time. That's all we need. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason.
She skewers you. And then everything goes dark and you die. Oh,
Chapter 4!
Mutually assured destruction. How many thoughts in your head?
Don't lose your head. We're in a cabin and we'll take it from here. Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different. And different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand. You're jumping ahead. Oh, what if we throw it out the window?
What?
Over my dead body.
Over my dead body.
That wouldn't be very bad. Very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
I'm sure I can think of a better way to die. They're all the same, really. How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're going to manifest is finally ending up on top.
There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here?
I think this is 5 now.
Have you described?
How about you stick to describing things and we'll stick to doing them? Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
Looks like we're just hijacking the story.
Yes, it is. It's so funny. Fine by me. You walk through the door into the basement.
It's more of a slide, we know.
Fine. I'll just shut up and speed this whole thing along.
Thank you.
Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs or this room or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this.
Don't care. Just want to win.
Fine. You make your way to the basement where the princess awaits you. You know, this last time I killed you, you didn't pop right back up again. I thought I actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay. With me, it's good. It's good. Even I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone.
More swords.
Do you want to see it?
Not really.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it, though. Just you wait, and not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now. The narrator, ...
Oh, you're going to say what she does?
Oh, do you want me to talk now?
Well, yeah. She says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing.
Really? Okay, then. Here we go, now.
Oh, no! No.
The princess' skin twists, splitting into red blossom of raw meat as it stretches and tears, and then it erupts.
Like explodes? Okay.
Oh.
What?
She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls, and all that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest. Are you ready for what comes next?
Bro, I just got one small dagger.
I know, right?
This feels like overkill. And adding more...
Wait, no. You have an iron claw.
And adding more thoughts to my head only made things worse, not better.
Are you ready?
Added swords. Holy shit!
She's gorgeous. Absolutely divine.
Yes, behold the perfect woman. Do you think we can throw her out the window? Everything's a sharp edge. There's no way to even grab her. That looked painful. How is she still alive? Heart's still beating. That's all she needs.
This is true.
This is fake. This is all fake. That's all. Just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it? This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing. We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it. Oh, wow. Voices are really loud. Empty your mind.
What happened? It's so quiet.
Him too.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different, like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act, and yet through that inaction your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Your weapons clash again and again. You and her entering a rhythm, free of thought and free of self. There's only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your heart pounds, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. And endlessly building crescendo, and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and hers strikes too. Water and steel.
Oh.
Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. Oh. Hola, formless lobster! You've come in at a weird time. We're playing Slay the Princess, and we got the Cthonic ending, I guess. You do not get to see each other die. Nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
Ooh,
There's not even...
Yeah.
No voices, nothing.
Well, there are no voices.
Right. You do so. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach towards the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. Okay. I love this game so much. What loop are you on? Oh! This is my second time playing it? Yeah. I think this is on loop number... I think we're on 5 now? We're on chapter 4?
Yeah, the one where...
Yeah, where she bursts into, like, swords.
Yes. As you reach towards...
Where we add all the extra personalities. Silence as you
all
reach
the
forward.
voices.
They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Ooh, the remains. You've unraveled.
Ooh.
You've unraveled.
Yeah, like your bones. See, look like your
I know.
arm and
Looks
stuff.
like roots or something.
Yeah. Whew.
You find yourself at the long quiet once again. I feel like I'm in limbo.
So,
Proceed to the cabin.
we had the good ending. We had the weird ending.
You're at the cabin.
What did you had? You had something else after that.
Whoa!
Oh, the deteriorating. Then the smitten.
There's a world beyond the endless
And then
walls
this one.
of the long
So
quiet.
this is the fifth one.
We're supposed to be here. We're supposed to be there.
Oh,
Number
there's
5.
a world beyond the... Okay. Do you know what we'll find out there?
It's time for a token question. Do you know? Do you want to tell me? Smitten sucks. Yeah.
I did smitten.
She did smitten and she thought she escaped, and that didn't happen.
It was funny. I enjoyed annoying the narrator.
What are your thoughts on this vessel? Do you know what's going to happen when you wake? When you send me back, I'm not alone. Wow.
What's that?
Okay, wow. There's less. Alright, so. We'll find out there. There's trees and stars, and there are people, I think. At least they're supposed to be people.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on winter's day. They're not like us. They do not last.
Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in absence of something, but nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Hey, Lobster, how many endings are there? Did you get all of them? I know Michelle played the beta, and she got quite a bit, but these are new. And I think I only got one ending in the beta.
Yeah.
So here
But
I'm just
I got all
pressing
the
buttons.
But I got all the rest of them for you.
You know what? Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is sharp and single-minded. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for an indomitable heart.
There's 97 Steam achievements. I don't know. How many do you have?
That's a good
question.
very good question.
Give me a second as I look. We're up to 14. 14. 14. I don't know if we'll keep playing this next week, but we'll see how it goes because this is a little bit difficult to get through.
I do love this game too. It's a lot of fun. I love the humor. I love annoying the narrator. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be. That's your answer?
Yeah.
Which one? The 14? Yeah. 14's our answer. That's as far as we got.
When you send me back, I'm not alone. There's voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
Oh, no. Their thoughts are quiet.
It's just you, buddy.
Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
If the spaces beyond are my head, then sure.
Yeah.
He does, but I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. He does, I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. Oh, he doesn't. When I find him, you and I are going to finally have some answers. When I find him, I'm going to kill him. Ooh. He does, but you're going to kill it to yourself. He does. And when I find him, you and I are finally going to have some answers.
Do not talk to one who...
Look.
Oh, do not look for one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
Very zen of you.
Yeah.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you? Ooh!
One! Whatever you bring me next will be enough. Then gravity will pull the others back to me, and I'll be singular, a final multitude.
So we may play this next week then, if we're this close. If there is the last time, is there anything you'd like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours.
Yeah, I mean, I like the voice
heart.
acting, but I don't know how much of that is copyrighted.
Only thing I want.
And besides, Michelle likes reading it.
I could definitely use the narrator. I enjoy hearing his voice. What do you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn? I think he likes to hear my voice. All different voices.
It gives us something to do. When we play off screen, I think when I play to relax and not like for filming, I think it'll be nice to put on headphones and hear the narrator and hear all the voices, and I think that's awesome. It's just I think this is kind of helping both of us get engaged. Otherwise, we'll be like,
yeah, that's it. He was already going.
Oh, I was dying. And I'm the one playing, dog.
You're the one that's playing, too.
She is doing awesome. You're doing awesome for when he started watching. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I know she tries. Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken? It's the last injury question. Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken? If I did, I would already be awake. Oh, well, great. Thank you.
If I did, I'd already be awake.
I'm ready to go back.
You ready to go back? The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Ooh.
Ooh. I will be here waiting for you.
Everything goes dark and you die. Oh, a sharp vessel. Ooh.
A hero and a princess.
You're on a path in the woods. It's your turn now. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in that basement of the cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it'll be the end of the world.
Okay. Have you ever considered that maybe the only reason you're going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we're running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you the princess is locked up because she's dangerous.
So there's 12 minutes.
Oh, we got 12 minutes. She's not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end.
Shouldn't you learn from your mistakes?
It's no use arguing semantics over metaphorical chicken or egg. Because the egg is hatched and is about to ruin everything.
But you caused this!
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Okay. Let's go. Let's get it over with. Silently continue to the cabin.
You make your way up to the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Proceed to the cabin.
Click, 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 click.
Smitten was fun.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on the table is a pristine blade.
But it's so fun to listen to him talk and how he gets and stuff like that.
I love the dialogue. Sometimes, the dialogue reacts to exactly what we say. Not because of that, but because we're predictable and we're basic bitches. But I like that it's set up so well. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I'll take the blade.
You take the blade from the table, it'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Right.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing the staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Sure.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Right.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Just checking in on you. We haven't done that. Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
You're dangerous.
Let's see.
It seems like we're two halves of a whole.
Okay, yeah, you're caught here. You caught me. I'm here to slay you. Oh, that isn't a good idea. Just drop the knife, and maybe the two of us can talk things out.
Is that not your choice?
No, that's fine. She's right. We
should just drop the blade. Don't you dare.
Oh,
it's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
You tighten your grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip and the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh, no talking then. Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
The dagger in my hand!
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if the knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get it close enough to use it. So, you should drop it. Best not risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Fine. End it.
Drop the blade?
No. Oh, is that...
I'm not dropping the blade?
Yeah, what if it... Yeah, I'm not dropping this blade. I'm not dropping the... Then I'm not talking to you.
You're not here to talk.
You are getting the silent treatment. Slay the princess.
Oh, look at her pull back!
Yeah.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
What?
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
Whew.
Look at her just...
Yeah, look at that. Mike Tyson.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurt! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing.
What?
Wow, she's just pummeling and kicking you.
Woo!
The blade slashes to the air again and again.
Scared, right?
And her fists connect with your body as many times or more. Each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit.
Whew.
Jeez. Not what you expected.
No.
We could still turn this around.
Right.
Flee and lock her in the basement. Or you can finish the job. Or you can give up.
Huh. No, I think finish the job.
All right.
Because if I flee, then...
You and the princess stare at each other, both grasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Excuse me?
Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. Oh man. The two of you clash for a final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
It's funny how they put it in the middle of the chest. Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder. Do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have time to worry about such things. Everything goes dark and you die.
The adversary.
I thought this was the last one. Okay. Sure. You're in a path in the woods, and in the end of that path is a cabin, and in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Really?
You're here to slay her, and if you don't, it'll be the end of the world.
Okay, head to the...
This is the only path in the world!
Oh man, I love this path, right? Okay. Scroll down. Let's see. Proceed to the cabin.
Just, alright, don't say a word. See if
Yeah,
you
I'm not going to say a
silent.
word to the... I am not saying a word to the...
Silent but deadly. Oh, the point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of here, so don't trust her, ever. Are we clear?
Yeah.
Crystal. Let's just
we
get
got
on with it
Stubborn.
already.
Stubborn's with us.
It reminds me of the dwarves.
Yeah, grumpy.
Yeah. Whoa! This is different. The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest, as cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you forwards to your direct destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay. Go... Take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar, it'll be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Yeah. Enter the basement.
Oh, ignore the mirror.
We are ignoring the mirror this
All right.
time. Ooh, look at that. It looks like it's a cave.
Yeah. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase. Its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it.
Oh!
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
It smells like a demon.
Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally! It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening. Good. Sounds like my kind of princess. As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not have a good fight.
She sounds hot. Sulfur?
Wow.
She is.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, a large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
That's the one I was hoping
It
for.
looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Yeah, it does. Oh, it's you again. I've been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife too, yes?
Hey, don't emasculate me.
I know, hot, right?
Right. Hot.
Smell of sulfur and everything. I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
I feel like this is a fetish somewhere.
Right?
Like dominatrix demon girl.
Okay.
So you look different, so you do remember me. I'm actually here to free you. I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first, like how we're both still alive. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. Slay the princess. I don't know what happened to you since the last time we met, but I am not fighting a giant demon lady. Bye! And just turn around and leave without saying anything.
No, I'm not going to do that, because then they'd shut the door on me. So, I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but yeah, that one.
But I think the two of us have a few things to unpack.
Yeah. What is there to unpack? I was dead, and now I'm not. And the same goes for you. There, unpacking, done. See? That is awesome. Don't you get it? We've been given free reign to wail on each other forever.
Couldn't have said it better myself. I feel like I need a toothpick in my mouth for this one. All right, fine. If you're not going to address it, I will. What?
What?
You've already met the princess. The princess has already met you, and the two of you killed each other. Did you think that you'd be able to just openly talk about all that without me noticing? Maybe. You did seem to gloss over the whole thing for a while. Of course I glossed over it. When a colleague says something insane, glossing over it is one of the best ways to stay focused and keep moving forward. But enough is enough. I believe you, and it's all the more reason to take this seriously.
I've never even said anything about being here before.
You don't know whatever brought the two of you back to life isn't a fluke. And beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember. Are you okay?
Are you okay?
You sound like you need a hug.
I know, right?
Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
Oh, are you upset because your other friend died?
Just because it bothers you, I'm going to take this even less seriously. You don't know the depths of my apathy.
That is tempting.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. I've never died. Do you see how alive I am right now? Oh, thank you for the subscribing, I think. I think you subscribed. Thank you.
Yay.
Following us.
Following.
Appreciate it.
Cool.
Thank you. Was someone as alive as me already have died? I didn't think so. Don't worry. I'm going to do a good job. You got me. Pretty much everything you said is true. Or remain silent.
You got me. Pretty much everything you said is true.
I know. You and the princess have been talking about it. You don't have to be so snarky.
I so enjoy making him upset. Okay. You look different. You look exactly the same. Okay, maybe we should just fight it out. So you do remember me. Actually here to free you.
That was what I'm doing yet. Attack the princess. I don't know what happened to you since the last time we met, but I am not fighting a giant demon lady. Bye. Or just turn around and leave without saying anything.
Nope. Freeing her is kind of a nice idea, but I think I'll just attack the princess.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, she looks ready for you.
Yeah, she does.
Finally ready to complete your destined task, you launched off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess. That's a horrible idea. Here we go. Let's make this count.
But the stubborn...
we'll make it count all right. Wow. As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood. Oh! That sounds like a throat punch! But she's unfazed by your onslaught. Her expression barely changes as your fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor.
Oh.
You can hear her chain snap as you struggle to recover from the impact. Why is she even chained up?
Wait, is she chained up?
She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us? Because you got knocked down in one hit.
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you? That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me. No. It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart.
Straight to the heart!
Yeah. You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead, or what's the point?
This feels like a toxic relationship.
So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
Don't let her get into your head. Reincarnation or not, this world needs you to win. She's asking me to do what you want me to do.
Yeah.
She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow. Think it through, and don't panic. Bleeding her out is the best course of action.
What?
Now listen to that. She understands something that they don't. The only way to win, the only way out of this, is through her.
What?
Bait an opening and outmaneuver her, or strike at her heart head on, or run.
Bait an opening and outmaneuver her.
You push yourself off the ground and attack the princess, trying to bait an opening. Ugh. Well,
do your best.
you do your best to outplay her, slashing her out and leaving red cuts in the tattered remains of her white dress. But you have little room to maneuver. For every glancing blow you manage to land, she slams you against the wall in retaliation, each impact threatening to be the last.
Oh.
This weak little dance isn't working. Just toughen up and overpower her.
Okay.
She's throwing us around like a rag doll. I think overpowering her is a little out of the question.
Did you think you could stop me with a few cuts? All this dancing around is doing nothing but annoying me. I own this place, and I own you.
Oh, Lord. The princess's arm shoots forward, her palm wrapping around your head, fingers gripping your skull.
Oh, no. How disappointing.
Ah! She squeezes, the pressure unbearable as her fingers dig into your scalp. The last thing you hear is the unsettling crack of your skull and a sickening churn of what was your gray matter.
Ooh.
Everything goes dark and you die.
Ugh. Eye of the Needle.
How are you on to chapter 3?
You got excited because you got to chapter 4.
I wouldn't have given... Oh,
You're
Red
on
Path in
Path.
the Woods. If we weren't so damned afraid of what she'd do to you, we wouldn't have died back there. Michelle.
Well, next time.
Fear's good. Fear keeps us alive. We died because you didn't have enough of it. So what? You'd have us cower in a corner? No, but that place suits her better than it suits us. She's big. We can't hope to find holes and openings down there. We need more room if we're going to survive. Are you suggesting luring her into the woods? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If you lose sight of her, if she manages to slip away, that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included. Are you not challenging us on all the looping? Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning? Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must have felt like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met. Then what's going on? What's going on is that you'd only be saying the things you'd be saying if you'd already been here. And if you'd already seen the things you weren't supposed to have seen. It doesn't matter. We could go in circles forever. I don't like staying still for too long. Let's get to the cabin. See this through. It's good to know that at least one of you is still capable of reason. We may have the same destination, but we're not the same. You are still an other, and I don't trust you.
Ooh.
Well, fortunately, you have an entire trip through the woods to reconsider that. There's nothing to reconsider. We're all for violence here. Are we? I haven't signed off on anything yet. Violence is the answer here, but the method is equally important to the act. You can't let her leave the cabin. It's like I said, all just circles. Instinct tells me we need space, and I trust instinct. Nothing else to say, not for me.
Okay.
We haven't talked enough about how different this place is. I wouldn't even call these woods. I wouldn't either. It's like her influence is poured out into the world.
Mm-hmm.
What if I don't agree with the plan? What if I'd rather do something else? No matter what happens next, it seems like all our answers are in the cabin. We might as well see
You're the voice of the
stubborn.
But she's so hot.
Violence.
Violence. I support him. Okay.
Silently proceed to the cabin. I'm done with this. Bye. Turn around and leave. Hashtag I support stubborn. Hashtag be stubborn.
All right. No matter what, scroll down. No matter what happens, yeah. Like, oh, yeah.
You sure?
We proceed to the cabin that way.
Wow, look at this.
Yeah.
It's like we're on an alien world.
Right?
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up the hill at the cabin. I hope you've given serious thought to your predicament. No less advice for us? No words of warning? From what I gather, you've heard it all before. There's no use screaming into the wind.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know. Screaming sounds pretty good right about now. I
Like,
could use a little
running
catharsis.
away, go, ah! Sounds like a
Catharsis.
really good idea.
It's for when we're finished. For now, we need to hold it out in front of us. Something to chase. Or as Booker T would go.
Proceed to the cabin.
Wow. Wow, look at that tall mirror.
Oh, I know.
The interior cabin is suffocatingly tight. More of a glorified tunnel than a building. Its stone walls squeeze against your sides, leaving you no choice but to press forward. The only furniture of note is an iron altar jutting out from the wall, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right.
Okay.
See? I need toothpick. We have even less space than before. We need space, or she'll kill us. And the only space is out there. Take it!
Take it. Take the blade.
Alright. You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. There's no overcoming her without it. We need every part of us to survive. And that steel claw is as much a part of us as any.
Approach the mirror.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. As if you don't see it. You do see it, right?
No.
All we see is a damn mirror. It's a bit grimy. Why don't we wipe it clean?
Oh, smash it.
Is that what you want to do? It's the first time.
It is. Okay.
You bring your fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement. It swings open, scraping against the floor as it reveals the dim path ahead.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. Before you is what may as well be a sheer cliff face. There's enough footholds that you'll be able to clamber your way to the bottom, but it will require careful effort. I'm glad that we're not playing D&D and we're not rolling for this, because you can feel it. So having a D&D game where your death didn't matter and it kept resetting would be very interesting too.
Yeah. Let's watch her do that again.
Right.
Roll.
Maybe I'll try some of the DC stuff and we'll see how that works. The air hissing up from below is warm and wet, like the breath of an enemy locked in close quarters. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Right, sure it is.
Her voice, bold and fierce and impatient, echoes from the chamber below.
Do you have more fight in you than the last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that. Goad her.
Goad her. Rile her up. If she's angry, she'll make mistakes.
Ooh. No,
You roll a 2. You fall off the cliff and die. You find yourself in the path. You're in a forest. And up ahead is a cabin. Oh my God. That's what I was wondering about, Lobster. That's always my problem in writing scenarios, is sometimes leaving things to chance. And your story has to somehow survive in some way or shape or form.
Survive. Not the characters, but your story has to be able to survive.
Yeah.
If you want to fight, then how about you come and get one?
Sure.
That's not how this works. I'm all chained up, remember? How about you come down here and fight me?
Those chains were nothing to her last time.
Yeah.
And they'll be nothing to her this time. But we need to show ourselves first to make her boil over. Fine by me.
Continue.
You've nowhere to go but down. You start the difficult journey gripping the stone, lowering yourself up by grueling foot. But soon, there's a solid ground beneath you. Remember every crack and crevice. We'll need to be faster than her. Well, there goes my toothpick. I don't know how Razor Ramon does it. Wow, she is big.
Ooh.
You turn to face what lies at the end of the narrow
Look at
tunnel.
her tail.
The princess, imposing and tightly muscled, grins back at you from the darkness. Her face widens into a broad grin.
There you are. Knife in hand. How thrilling. Attack me. Bleed me. Twist the blade in my flesh. Break your bones against my body. I want a real challenge this time.
This really sounds like a toxic relationship.
The Notebook.
Super
Really hot now. I know. Sulfur. The smell of sulfur is
We can't get that close. She'll kill us in a tight
so
space.
palatable.
Steel claw or not. Make her come to us. Stand beyond her chains and let her become frenzied. She'll break them then we run. I really don't like the sound of this. It's the only way we live.
Well, what are you waiting for? If we're going to do this right, you can't be scared. You need to want this as much as I do. So go on. Make your first move. Don't keep me waiting.
Let's talk a bit first. We can always fight when we're done. But I have questions. Want to know what happened after you killed me. Not down here. If you want me, you'll have to come and get me. If you want a good fight, if you really want to see me at my best, we need somewhere with more space. Why don't you want to be free? Why do you insist on fighting me to the death down here in the dark? I'm not fighting you. Step closer, stepping just aside of her chains. Slay the princess.
Slay the princess.
Really?
Yeah, let's go for it.
That's not what your other things are recommending. But
Oh, well, the hunt wants me to bring her upstairs, right?
Yeah, to tempt her and goad her. I mean, if you just want to slay the princess, F it.
Okay.
Yeah?
Well, okay, let's bring her upstairs.
Okay.
The narrator doesn't like that idea, but
What do you want to do?
I like to do what the narrator doesn't like.
So which one? This one?
Not down here. If you want me, you'll have to come and get me.
The princess scoffs.
Oh, you're up to something tricky, aren't you? You're teasing me with what I want, but I'm sick of waiting. I'm not going to let you give me another bad fight. I'm going to get what I want.
Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. The bloody desire in her eyes, the princess rushes forward, ignoring her chains as they bend and snap.
Yeah.
Run.
Run!
Without hesitation, you turn back towards the way you came and scramble up the ledge towards the tunnel entrance. Oh my goodness. As you near the top, hands desperately clawing a jagged stone, you glance back. The princess is right on your heels. She doesn't bother to scale the wall as you do, instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips in her rabid pursuit.
Anywhere you go, I will follow.
Good. You reach the ledge and hoist yourself up into the tunnel, the cabin door finally in sight, at once within your grasp and infinitely distant.
What is all this for? What is the point? You and I are always going to be at it to end in violence, so why bother to run? You know what I am? Why can't you be the same?
I know what I am.
I know what I am. Little bird, where do you think you're going?
We're almost there. Don't think about almost. We're there when we're there. And we'll take the fight with us. Your skin hums tight with adrenaline as you burst through the cabin door and roll onto the grass. Wow, I thought the door was going to lock on us. You glance back at the cabin as the princess, singular in her desire to destroy you, explodes through the doorway. You're walking a dangerous path. If you waver once, it's all over. So get it right.
Okay. There's nothing left to slow me down. You think this is better for you? You think this space gives you an edge? Then show me. Show me what you've been worth. All the room you've taken up in my head. You're worth all the room taken up in my head.
Do it! Be swift. Strike true. Be where she's not. Let your body move you.
Okay.
Are you sure you want to do this? You're free now, and out here I have the upper hand, but we don't have to fight. You fall right into my trap. Slay the princess.
Slay the princess.
You leap from the grass and bound towards the princess, keeping low.
Charging me head on? Brave and foolish.
Her body braces for impact, anticipating the clash. That's where you're both wrong. Left! Now! As the princess strikes, your body swerves to the left. She overextends, stumbling as her balance shifts unexpectedly. Strike! Before you finish the thought, you lash out at the blade slicing through her leg. She turns to swing again. Right!
Ooh.
You move out of the way, but this time it's not quite as clean. You can feel a bruise already blooming where her elbow crashed into flesh.
Oof.
It's nothing. A scratch! Yes, it could be worse, and you managed to gift her another cut in return. I'll be damned. We're actually going to pull this off, aren't we?
I hope so.
You just might, but don't let it get to your head. Not until it's over.
Yes, finally. This is the hole I've felt in my heart. What I've needed. This is what I've been missing. This is how it always needed to end. Both of us giving it our all. Beating and bleeding each other to death.
The two of you engage in a devastating flurry of blows, each of you wounding the other again and again. Wow. She's stronger, but you're faster. And the deeper the both of you fall into your lethal dance, the more your edge shines over hers. She's slowing down, blood pouring from wounds, splattering at her feet, leaving her weak and unsteady. More! Keep going! We can't stop now! Oh, you spy an opening, but this time she's waiting for you. She lets you sink the blade deep, trapping you in place long enough to wrap you in her impenetrable arms. You're slammed to the ground. Nothing. These blows are nothing to us. But her gambit wasn't enough to close the gap. It wasn't enough to kill you. She stares you down, coughing up a splash of blood as she gasps for breath.
Huh? You've outplayed me, haven't you? Something feels wrong. Something...
And then what happens? She gets pulled into the limbo.
She's a vessel. She's the last vessel.
Ooh, a wide open field.
Ooh.
But you do not have the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Aww,
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
For you, but it's not.
Aww.
This is
This was a good ending, Lobster. So far, it's been good. I'm waiting to see what happens when we go meet
her the last time.
Yeah.
The next time or something like that. Let's do. It'll be okay. The second one.
But it feels so bad. Like, looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. That thing reeks of death. Screw the mirror! We just need to find the princess!
First one.
Read it.
It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice.
Okay, if you say so. We'll trust you. I like to be somewhere nice. Maybe there'll be a good fight there. Maybe we'll find her again.
Approach the mirror.
You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all.
Ooh.
Wow. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
A bird.
Yeah. Wow.
Like a crow.
Yeah.
Huh. Are you me?
I think you know what I am. A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image of the glass in two. Well, more than two, but okay. That image in two.
Yeah.
Oh! And then another crack forms and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass.
Ooh.
Okay. Wow! The blinking thing threw me off.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Ugh. Then another crack and another. Okay.
So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you. What are you? Are you something like me? If you're not me, then what are you? I have so many questions for you.
First one.
Or
So are you the. Oh.
does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that? I'm sorry. I don't want to destroy you. Will I help if I look away or stop asking questions? Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks. Are you a part of me, or are you something else? You're the one who wanted me to say the princess. Why? I've met you many times. Have you been the same you all along? I wasn't supposed to see all this, was I? What is this place? Where are we? Destroy the mirror.
First one.
Are you just working your way down?
I might. Yeah.
The narrator. Yes, I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all, an objective voice to guide your blade, but you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you damned to extinction to fall this far.
Wow.
Wow!
What are you? Are you something like me?
Oh, I'm nothing like you. I'm an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you, after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Phew. Said something like that before. Yeah, that's an obvious thing. Are you a... No, he's not a part of me. He just answered that. Oh, if you made me... Wait, something else made me, though, right? He just said... He's an echo of what made me.
Yeah. I know so many questions.
I know,
Michelle just needs
so
to pick
many.
one, and then we'll keep moving forward.
Is there...
So some people have a problem with too many options, and then they get indecisive. Don't listen to me. I'm stalling for time to buy you time.
Well, scroll up. You have the thing that you can scroll up and down. I wanted to see...
I just wanted to make sure you read
Where's
everything.
the one where he was asking, why did you want me to slay the princess?
Okay. Come on.
There was one that said...
Maybe it went away.
Okay.
What is the princess? Did you make her too? That's the only thing.
Okay.
That
What is
one?
the princess? Sure.
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I took the part of myself into the fold of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your promise once I'm gone.
Ooh. Okay.
If I destroy her, will I be alone? Why would you want me to destroy the concept of transformation? Do you have anything to say for yourself for all of this hubris?
Yeah, the second one.
Because among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed. If I destroy her, will not be alone. If I destroy her, how's that existence any better than death? Or even different from death at all? Honestly, it feels worse. Do you have anything to say for yourself for all this hubris? After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live? Do you know that things won't be worse if I destroy her? What would it be like to live in a world without her? Others like you. You've said something like that before. Has every narrator really been so different? I have so many questions for you. Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that? I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop asking questions? Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks. Are you a part of me? Or are you something else? You said she contains death. What is she?
Okay.
That one?
Yeah. She is the
Same
shifting.
thing. Same thing.
Oh. Okay.
Well,
So
that didn't help.
if I destroy her, how's.
This one?
Wait. No.
This one?
No, scroll down. Do you have anything to say for yourself? No. After everything is said and done, do you.
You think anything should live? Do you know what that things won't be worse if I destroy her? What would it be like to
Scroll
live in a
down
world without
more.
her? Others like you've said something like that before. Has every narrator really been different? I have so many questions for you. Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that? I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop asking questions? Every time I ask you something, like a piece of you breaks. Are you a part of me or are you something else?
Why couldn't you tell me this from the start?
I would have helped you destroy her.
Yeah.
If you actually knew what she was from the start, if you knew her capabilities, a single intrusive thought could have instantly ended the entire world.
Okay.
All these are the same ones.
First one. The one, if I destroy her, won't I be alone? Why did you make her a princess?
Sure. Of all things, why is she a princess? Why couldn't she be an ant or a slice of soggy bread or this one?
Yeah. Yeah, why did you make her a princess?
I didn't make her a princess, but I wove the idea of her into something your scattered mind could fathom. You chose for that something to be a princess.
Oh, okay.
You want this one?
Yeah.
Yes, you will be alone, but it'll all be worth it.
Oof.
If I destroy her, how's that better than death? Or even different from death at all? Honestly, it feels worse. What else do you want? A lot of these are the same. What do you mean a single intrusive thought could have instantly ended the world?
Yeah.
Sure. Doesn't telling me this now mean that an intrusive thought could still end the world?
Yeah, that too. That's fine.
It doesn't. As you are now, you won't be able to will her into anything. You don't work the way a living being does. Not anymore. You're running out of questions.
I know. I'm running out of pieces to destroy.
What new ones are there? How did you die? I chose to make her a princess? Why couldn't I have made things easier on myself and pick something small or weak like an ant or a slice of bread?
No.
How am I supposed to destroy an abstract concept?
How did you die?
Sure. It feels like we're playing the hex again?
Mm-hmm.
No, Pony Island. I killed myself. It had to be done, really. None of this would have worked if I were still alive. Nobody living could know about her. Well, of course, because she's dead. Death of the author. You ran out of questions.
Oh.
I think you're out of time. I'm not going to slay her, and I want you to know that before you die for good. Rest easy. I'm going to destroy her. Lie. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I still have to see what she thinks about all of this. Say nothing and watch him end.
I think you're out of time.
So I am. It's like I said. I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do. As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The long quiet. All of this is you.
Oh.
You are the long quiet, a vast and nascent God. And it's finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin. One last time. Bring the eye of the needle to her. Cute.
When you arrive at the heart of things,
There's no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There's nothing for you to find. Oh, everything's shaking. What the heck was that? I just got a brief glimpse. Yeah, that's what it is.
Woo!
This looks like an orgy. I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. I guess.
Yeah.
It's been so long. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's been so long and my heart has ached for this moment. I have missed you dearly.
I missed you too. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation? I'm the long quiet, but I don't really know what that means. What happens now?
I missed you too.
She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles in response, and then patiently waits for you to continue.
I'm the long quiet, but I really don't know what that means. Names are their attempts to capture which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pile of mountain of what I actually am.
Yeah, I mean, that's what this really is like one abstract concept versus one abstract concept set upon by an echo of what really made you two.
Yeah. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation? Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind. What happens now? Ever the passive player. I always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
Thank you, Lobster. That's just what this seems like. It's interesting. It's certainly different, and I think it's been a long time, if ever, that we played an abstract concept as a protagonist.
When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I'm not death, but I contain it within my multitudes.
See, that's what I thought. Is like the other chain that was there was meant for you. That you two are parts of a whole, and like you need to be able to kill her, and she may or may not kill you, but her role is to kind of be that, and then be made whole, and then reset, be made whole and reset.
So you keep on bringing her vessels. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about the world devoid of death and the possibility of meeting, or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
There's so many stories, we've let them finish. Can we really just leave? Don't you have a say in all this? Why is this all falling on me? Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions and I need answers before I can make a choice. If I let you out, the entire world ends for good. I can't do that. If you're always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked if all of them would lead to this moment? There has to be another way. This can't just come down to me either destroying you or letting you out. I won't do it. I told you what was going to happen when we reach this point. Slay the princess. Or just slay the princess. I think it's time for us to leave this place, but I don't know how to leave or where to go.
But she contains death. She's not death.
Death is an aspect of her, I guess.
Yeah. So
what do you want?
Are those the only two options? That
one
where it
two,
said,
3, 4,
no,
5.
I mean where the hero says, is letting you go or destroying you the only two options?
Oh. The best you got here is let's talk this through.
Okay.
I don't think
there was one where it said.
Oh, there you go. There has to be another way. This just can't come down to me destroying you or letting you out.
Okay. If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, so be it. Oh, so much for the...
Brutality splashes you against the walls, But with stubborn defiance, you rise again, and with the dance of our conflict, I was brought somewhere new. Without you, my world would have been so small.
Hmm.
Do you remember the moment of your triumph?
Yeah.
Do you remember the feeling of your blade finally cutting me down?
My defeat was a gift. Without obstacles to overcome, we stagnate into nothing.
And we've both grown from it, haven't we? Is stagnation so bad? Can meaning not exist in the absence of cruelty and pain? I fought you to protect others, not to better myself. I won't engage in violence. I'll remain silent.
Huh. I forget. I fought you to protect others, not myself.
Not to better myself?
Not to better myself. And yet you changed regardless. Your perspectives widened.
Whoa, that one. All right. A boundless
Boundless
torrent of
torrent.
blades cuts you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again, and you feel all of it. Ah!
Yeah, right.
On and on it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts and are not you. Alive, dead, alive, dead, alive, dead, dead, alive, and dead, and alive and dead all at once.
You've learned to put yourself away. And to follow the flow of reality, and you used it to rise above me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it's all so far behind you. Unjust impossibilities pushed you to become something you would never have been without them.
If you hadn't snatched that body away, we would have killed each other. We were self-destructive. Felt so good to finally win, even if it was going to cost me my life. Even if the journey was agony, the end gave the struggle meaning. I won't engage with violence. I get it. There's no need for us to keep fighting. I'll leave with you. I just don't know how. Stop the fight early and surrender. Or remain silent.
Even if the journey was agony, the end gave the struggle meaning. And even then, what we saw was not an ending. When I thought I had reached an unconquerable peak, you showed me how much further I could still climb.
Oh, whoa. Your lover drives a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? That's what she stabbed you like 300 times. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Yeah, there she is. But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire. You set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you forever and ever and ever, consumed by true belief. There was nothing that could hold us back.
I was blinded by emotion. We both know that. I want that feeling back. That feeling never left me.
That feeling never left me.
Okay.
Then there's no need for you to fight what we are. Whenever you're ready, we can leave together hand in hand, in loving hand.
I'm ready. I want to leave with you. Stop the fight early and surrender. I won't leave with you. Not until you see things from my perspective.
I feel like she needs to go through a couple more of her... There's some more of her vessels. Yeah. See it from my perspective. If you need more time to open your eyes, then I will give you all the time in the world. There we go.
To question everything is to deny the proof of reality that lies in front of you. By believing in your suffering, you make your suffering real. And believing in your limitations, you place shackles on your neck.
Huh? Very Zen-like. But even then, you remembered the impermanence of the material. You watched as the walls of your prison decayed into nothing. The impermanent is not the end, but to change. And for the world to be impermanent is to make finite the suffering of all things. Would you strip that gift away and leave them all to suffer in their permanence?
They'll get over it. They'll see permanence as a gift in time. That would be torture. I won't engage with this. I get it. There's no need for us to keep fighting. I'll leave with you. I just don't know how. Stop the fight early surrender or remain silent.
They'll get over it. They'll see permanence as a gift.
You mean like removing death from the world and let...
Oh, yeah. Would you... That would be torture? Go ahead with that would be torture. It would. Our purpose is to be and to experience, and their purpose is the same. To be permanent is to cease. To pause is to be trapped.
As the clash between you abates, you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in retaliation to everything it isn't.
Only in relation.
In relation to. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We leave this prison together.
It's easy to believe in the things you believe in when you get to sit above it all. What do you think happens if we leave here? Okay, I'm ready to go, but how do we leave? I never wanted to fight you, but how do we leave? I can't let that happen. I can't let everything die. Slay the princess. I have to fight for a better world. I'm so sorry. Slay the princess. You're cruelty itself, and I cannot let you exist. Slay the princess. I don't know what the answer is, but there has to be something else. It can't be this. I won't kill you, but I won't let you free. You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you.
Well, it's come down to really slay the princess, slay the princess, slay the princess. I've never wanted to... Let's see. The last one. What I offer is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone. Which hero are you? You have no idea how good it is to hear you. I can do this alone. Where's everyone else? How are you supposed to help? I thought voices weren't allowed here. I thought you died when I looked in the mirror. Say nothing.
How are you supposed to help?
She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through to all that divine confidence. I can help.
Okay.
There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
Okay. It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
Sure. I'm ready.
Then let's go. Wow, look at this abstract. The beginning. Oh, no, they're adding more. Oh, that's really cool. Wow, that's weird. Beget strange endings. Strange beginnings beget strange endings. And here we are. I'd say we're back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you need me to describe things?
No.
That'd be nice. A little comfort in an almost unfamiliar place. Oh, you made it here too. We never really got to talk to her, did we? This one, I mean. Allow the description now, if you don't mind, for all time's sake. Is it just the three of us? Did anyone else make it to the cabin? Is the narrator really gone? Take the blade, enter the basement.
Okay. Is it just the three of us?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
Ah.
And I've been here since you left me here. No hard feelings, and I'm just glad you're back to see this through.
Take the blade.
That's probably for the best. It always seemed to give us more things we can do, right?
Yeah.
So you're not going to suggest we throw it out the window? No. We've been through too much for that. And he's gone, so there's no one left to mess with but ourselves.
Yeah.
You've gotten serious. Besides, what's the third beat? It isn't funny if I suggest that twice. Especially since you never took me up on it last time. There's the guy I know. There's the guy I know. Throw the blade out the window.
That would be kind of funny.
Your call.
Sure. Or we could pause it here because it is.
It's so close to the end.
I thought it was close to the end 20 minutes ago.
Well,
throw the blade out the window.
All right. You actually did it! I just told you not to, but I'm proud that you did it anyways. I like that you finally left the nest.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like that is gone, isn't it? Blade tossed. Glass shattered. I guess we'll have to make do without it. That's your third beat. Hey, you're right. Good work. That was really funny.
All right. Let's enter.
Oh, I remember this.
Yeah.
Those winding stairs again. But now there's only one way forward. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a real mess. Stop being fun really quick.
It's okay. You can come down. The stairs won't bite. Not this time. We don't know what you want from us, but let's talk, all of us. Maybe we can help you find your way.
See the glowing eyes?
Yeah.
She doesn't sound messy anymore, though. At least someone here feels put together. Continue downstairs. And forward we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting. That was easy compared to the last time. Just stairs. No weird fuzzy stuff or nonsense trying to pull us apart. Yeah, that wasn't so bad.
So you didn't bring the knife. After all the lives we lived together and all the lives we have it, you somehow found a way to move outside of the script. Are we missing a page?
Sit with them. I never got the chance to talk to you before you were taken away. Not you at least. I'm sorry for what I did to you. I don't want to be a god. Are you the same as you were out there? What if we just leave? I think the only thing left for us to do is leave.
I think the only thing left for us to do is leave.
He'd hate that. So you should do it. Even if he isn't here anymore. It's the spirit of the thing.
Yeah. Leave? But what would happen if we left with you? Would we exist inside ourselves? Are you sure you want to find what's possible or what would mean for you? Is that what you want?
Take their hand in yours. I've always wanted to leave with you, but I didn't like being a god. I just want to walk through that cabin door as we are, just you and me. Not knowing is exactly why I want it. We knew everything out there, but we don't know this. I want this. It doesn't matter what it means. What matters is that we're leaving together. That's all I
want. We don't know this. I want this. The one that's...
This one?
Yeah.
After so many iterations, so many different versions. Oh, sorry, you're right.
Iterations, so many different versions of us clashing and coming together and clashing again. Leaving with you feels like all we ever really wanted.
I think I'm going to stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's just for the two of you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we've done our job. Are you going to be okay alone? Thanks for everything. Are you sure you don't want to leave? You don't want to come? Leave with the princess.
Thanks for everything.
Don't mention it. Thanks for making all the hard choices along the way.
Leave with the princess.
You lead and the princess follows. And together, you leave the basement behind. For the last time. It's quiet as you ascend. A comfortable silence filling a space that used to be flooded with violence and words and noisy thoughts. But there is an energy in the silence, an electricity, the anticipation of the unknown. At the top of the stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You can see a tension seize them. They're unsure of themselves for the first time in their long and short existence. They have no part to play anymore, and they know this, yet they still are. And then they cross the room to the door outside. You follow their confident steps.
We can feel the threads of all the stories we've toll together, all pulling us back down the stairs and into those chains where we know the outcome of everything that could ever come to pass. It's comfortable there, but it's confining. We want more. We want to, whatever might be on the other side of this door, something new that we experience together with someone who exists outside of us. With someone who can see us in a way we can never see ourselves. With, oh.
Which one?
Are you ready? It's hard to tell. With so many voices talking at once, we're more ready than we are not.
Aw. And what happens next? Whatever it is, you'll face it together.
Ah.
Ta-da! Very nice.
Yay!
Very interesting writing. Very abstract.
Great dialogue.
Um, yes, very well written dialogue. I'm trying to think of anything else. It's very abstract. I like wrapping my head around it. It's intellectual, like it kind of.
Yeah, there's like deep meaning in some of it.
Yeah.
Even though some of it is kind of worded in a way that's supposed to be very zen-like or very deep and. Oh no, kitty cat.
Finish the game. The good ending doesn't count.
The good ending really doesn't count. That's good.
I like it.
Yeah, an expression
all
of
in
our
all,
gratitude. Here's a track order for a special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot.
pretty much that shows all the music that we picked to get this ending.
Oh.
And so if you wanted to kind of relive that, this is your specific timeline.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think all in all, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the art. I enjoyed the writing. Join the Discord. Join our mailing list. Join the subreddit. Follow us somewhere else. Make your playlist. Play our other game. Return to the main menu.
You can explore this, that, and the other.
Nice.
All right.
Very nice. So we'll call it there. Much appreciated. Thank you guys for hanging in.
Kitty cat.
Thank you for hanging in. Kitty cat. Beautiful kitty. Do you see his face? He faced the camera for a moment.
He did.
He was still facing it, wondering what I'm talking about. I know.
There you go.
Look at his beautiful kitty face.
No, so pretty.
Let's not get distracted talking about cats. We'll see you guys next week. Much appreciated. I guess we're not going to play Slay the Princess next week. I think we'll try to get back on Nintendo and then finish out the last few games.
All right.
Beyond
Sounds
that,
good.
happy holidays. Hope you guys enjoy.
Happy holidays.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Ooh, one of the features I remembered.
What ending would you have hoped to get?
Yeah, which characters did you like?
What would you have changed? Yeah, what voices did you like? Those were fun.
Yeah, for sure. All right, guys. Have a good night.
Night.
This is Night Watch 716, and we're signing off.
Good night.